This is the sixth and last video where we're learning how to use this dial or wheel on naming compounds. We've got a substance here made of copper and fluorine. So let's ask ourselves these questions that are in the middle to figure out how to name this thing. So question one, are there more than two elements? Well, we've got copper and fluorine. There are only two types of elements there. So our answer is no. Go to question two. So here's question two, is there a metal? Well, copper is a metal. So our answer is yes. Go to question three. Question three says, does the metal have multiple ionic charges? So you have to check on the white periodic table whether or not copper can get multiple charges. And if you do that, you'll find that the answer is yes. So it's an ionic compound, metal with multiple ionic charges. So what you do now is you rotate the dial and find that, which is right here. Ionic compound, metal with multiple ionic charges, and then you need to follow those instructions, which I'll show you right now. So the first thing you want to do is write down the name of the metal, copper, and the non-metal, which is fluoride. Make sure you're ending in an IDE. And then you're supposed to check, because the metal gets multiple charges, whether or not we've got the correct charges here. So you're supposed to reverse the crisscross, which I'll show you here. So remember that copper has a 1 here, which we don't generally write. So the arrows here are meant to show you reversing the crisscross, and when you do that, we get Cu positive 2 and F negative 1. What you're supposed to do now is check to see if fluorine actually does get a charge of negative 1. And when you check your white periodic table, you'll notice that, yes, that's correct. So we don't have to do anything else. We don't have to, put brackets around this thing and multiply to get the charges so that they're correct. And that means copper does in fact get a charge of positive 2, and we use that in our name as Roman numerals 2, and we're done.